Shalom Aleichem. The Sikha is relatively short, but very, very heavy. Like it's actually quite a intense Sikha to learn. But what I want to actually explore today is the beginning of the Sikha. The Rebbe talks about, and really the whole heart of the Sikha is exploring the difference of opinion between the Levi Yitzchak, the father of the Rebbe, and the Ramaz. Who in the world is the Ramaz? That's really what I want to be able to explain. The Rebbe's Farbringen, when Rebbe's talking about the Ramaz, the Rebbe, when you share this Farbringen originally in Shabbos Parshas Vayera Tafshin Lamed Hey, he says in the Pirush Ramaz, whose name was Ramesha Zakut, Zayin Taf Vav Taf on Zoya, he also asks this question, and he says, "Habe'er shechafad Avdam hu be'er de Yitzchak." We have to understand the Ramaz is brought in Chassidus a lot of times, Vayera Sachmo, a lot of times, especially in the Tzemach Tzedek, who brings him about pretty much every place that the Tzemach Tzedek brings Zohar. That's pretty intense. And there are things in Kisvei Arizal that we only know from the Ramaz. Interesting, some Gedolei Yisrael only trusted the Ramaz to be an authentic transition of the Ramaz only trusted Reb Chaim Vital to be an authentic transition of the Arizal, but he's considered a major factor in the Torah of the Arizal and Kabbalah in general. And as you can see, the fact that Chassidus quotes him extensively, that there's a huge, he plays a huge factor by the Rabbi as well. So let's talk a little bit about him. His father's name was Chacham Mordechai Zakut. He was born in the year 1625 in Amsterdam. He started learning in the yeshiva called Eitz HaChaim from his teacher Chacham Shaul Murtira. Seems that he was a descendant of the Spanish exiles, the people who were exiled away from Spain in 1492. Eventually, he wanted to grow in Kabbalah, so he went to Poland, to the city of Posen, to study from the Yitzchak Pozna. When he was 20 years old, he moved to Venice, Italy. And over there, he built a large yeshiva for Nigla and Nister. 11 years later, Chacham Binyamin Alevi from the Chacham of Tzfas came to Verona, Italy, and he was a student of Reb Chaim Vital. So the Moshe Zakut went to study by him Limudei Kabbalah Sadi, and he grew incredibly. When he was 48 years old, he went to Mantoba in Italy to serve as the city Rav, and he also built a yeshiva gdela over there. And in this yeshiva, they kept himself, at least amongst other things, they used to transcribe Kisvei Arizal and spread it throughout Europe. Now, he was one of the big gdolei Torah and Kabbalah in Italy, and he was also a singer. He wrote a lot of poetry, piyutim, and some have entered into the Sfardische Sidurim. And he had a lot of powerful students, and his son-in-law was Avram David Papu, who was the Av based in of Ancona. He passed away at the age of 72 in the year 1697 on the second day of Sukkot. So quite a fascinating individual. And they only found his matzeva sometime in the 20th century when they were in a factory, I believe, that was full of building items. And yeah, he was an incredible factor in the world of Kabbalah. And he, as I said earlier, the Ramaz was very particular about which kisvei of the Talmidim of Arizal he accepts. And the only one he called a soilus nekiah, pure flour, mekubal mipil yenim, was Reb Chaim Vital, who he had an incredible amount of respect for. And as we see, Chassidus, the Alter Rebbe brings him, the Tzemach Tzedek brings him, the Rebbe brings him over here, and it's just fascinating to know the background of who the Ramaz is, the role he plays in Torah Kabbalah and Zohar, and how much derech eretz the Rebbeim had for his Torah.